more thanks to you who have endured. 22 bodies talking. You know, it's apropos that we're left to the end of the evening, Marty and I, because we actually are on the bottom of the ballot. I have recently looked at some statistics and things and found out that there is a thing called undervote. It's the number of people that came to the ballot but didn't vote for your position toward the end of the ballot. It's a killer. Endure. Okay? When you go and vote, hang in there. Now, I always hear people talk about where they were born. Now, I know we have some lawyers in the house, and I'm just going to say I've never been able to find a lawyer or a law that has given me any right of action for where my mother decided I would be born. So I choose to focus on what I have within my ability and in my control. And in the time left, I want to talk a little bit about who I am, what I think we need, and what I am committed to provide if you choose me to serve as the Ellis County Republican Chairman. First of all, I'm a child that faced a lot of challenges and changes. I went to 9 different elementary schools. I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot about different people, about different areas, about different circumstances. As a young man, I committed to serve seriously, and you know, as an aside from people saying where they're born, they do like to let you know what church they attend, and I'd be glad to talk about that in detail. But I will tell you this: words multiply, actions clarify, and I have committed and challenge anybody in my past or future to show where I have not done my best to serve my Savior, my family, and my country. As a young man, I was drafted, and yet the Lord blessed me to get into the Air Force. It's an interesting story, and I've always been grateful, because I would have been in the bushes in Vietnam. But luckily, he knew with my ADHD and tendency to act instead of think sometimes, he permitted me to learn about administration and operations, and so I flew a desk for 23 years in the U.S. Air Force. I wasn't a pilot jockey. Well, okay. During that time, I was able to be promoted in minimum times over 13 years. I ended up making E7, may not mean a lot to many people, but then was blessed enough to be able to earn a commission and eventually retire as a major. I was able to actually teach in the field of administration. They chose me as a young individual, and God only knows why, to actually write the middle management courses for the Air Force in that field. I enjoyed and do enjoy teaching and helping to learn, so it is one of my passions. I went into teaching and education after I retired from the military. I served as a teacher. I served as a high school counselor, and eventually, because I was interested in the field, I went back to school and became a school psychologist. It's all quite humorous when you look at my grades as a child. What we need, you know, to me, and these are words, but it's what we have. To me, my desire is to serve the community. I have lived a lot of places, but when I had time to fully choose to retire, I came here to Texas, where my mom was born and raised, where I went to school, and where I served in the military. And here is where I choose to live and to die in defending and working for my community and my country. As a chairman, the first thing will be that people will understand and know what a county chairman really is. I actually decided not to go door to door because I knew I would spend more time trying to explain what it is than who I am. But community education, having more forums, having voters' guides, having an operational headquarters, these things, and most importantly, actually sitting down, evaluating our priorities, setting goals and measurable goals, and actually trying to run an operation based on those things so that we have direction is what I commit to, and thank you very much for your time.